Welcome back to Adult Play Therapy Uncensored. I'm your host, the original John 20.
It's Jerry P.
Man, we here back in the beautiful city of Cedar Hill, Texas. We are here at Hooters. Hooters. Now, hey, I want you guys to come down here and hang out with us, man. We are counting down. We are so close.
Man.
Season 1 is almost a wrap. Season 2 is almost in full effect.
Yeah.
And the bad thing about it is Season 2 is going to come with some big things.
Some big changes, man. Some big adjustments. And just like anything else, man, we evolving. We
Hey,
getting
man.
bigger, we getting better. But we still going to be here in Cedar Hill at Hooters, man. 7 o'clock on Thursdays, kicking it. Y'all come kick it with us, man. Get some hot wings, get
Yes,
some
sir.
cold drinks. And look at the beautiful ladies out here, man.
For sure. It's about to be large, y'all. It's about to be a party.
Yeah,
Ain't
man.
nothing but a gangster. It's about to be a party. So we just want to
Yes,
let you
sir.
know that y'all come on through and enjoy us. Come hang out with us. It's all good, all right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now you know who sponsors us, who loves us. You know what it is. Let's get to the topics.
Let's do it, man.
All
Let's
right.
do it. So, we're going to jump it off like this. Okay, for the first topic of the night, from a scale to 1 to 10.
Thank you.
How you doing? How you doing?
Beautiful Hooters right
Yes,
here.
ma'am. Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
love.
Appreciate it.
All right. So, all right, let's get to that topic now.
All right,
Now we got our
topic.
drink. We ready.
Yes, sir. Okay, from a scale to 1 to 10.
Yes, sir.
How divided is the black community?
How divided is the
Scale to 1 to 10. And that's, 1 being just we are so divided we can't get past anything.
Right,
And
right.
10 is Wakanda forever.
Right, right.
We're up in this thing with, we got our vibranium, we got us, that's all we need.
Well, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
I was a Hooters woman, you know what I'm saying? One of the managers coming
Yes,
in and
yes,
hooking us
yes.
up. See, that's
Cheers,
good stuff.
cheers.
Good stuff. Cheers. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like we're about 50-50 on everything. I have never thought that we were, we're not, crash and burn.
Okay. we're not a lost cause. Okay.
No, we're not a lost cause.
Gotcha.
And then we're not Wakanda forever, you know what I'm saying? But we could get there, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot of work.
You think it's attainable?
Man, because I've seen it in our history. I've seen it in our past. I tell people all the time, diversity brings forth, you know what I'm saying, strength in nations, you know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Segregation
Very
brings
true.
forth, you know what I'm saying, strength in nations. And it's like, right now, I think we're comfortable. And we may be too comfortable. And it's crazy that I have to say it like that, but I always tell my children it's not good to be comfortable because when you get comfortable, you lose hindsight on the goal.
Yo, that's interesting. So, because I can see a group like the Jewish community being comfortable, or
But look how much more they got
And
now.
I was
bro.
wondering, I was going to ask you, what gives us the right to be comfortable?
Yeah.
What gives us that level of comfortability?
I'm with you on that. What gives us the level, I think, is the
Yeah.
fact that we're not getting our butts whooped no more. Ass is not being whooped. We're still dealing with some levels of disrespect in the media, and then we're also dealing with some levels of disrespect in our economy. But we still got spending power. I think this is the thing. The thing is, when you have individuals like, I was listening to an old Lil Wayne interview, and we have individuals like Lil Wayne saying, yo, I don't know what y'all talking about. There's no racism. Like, black folks are actually getting money. Like, we're actually millionaires.
Wow.
Yeah, but look at that ratio. If you look at the ratio of white men millionaires compared to the ratio of Hispanic millionaires and the ratio of black millionaires, okay, if you got 100% of people and you give 10% of them millions of dollars,
Wow.
does that really say something? Look at our jail system. The jail
I think
system
10% is being generous.
right.
For real.
And look at our jail cell. Who do you see in
Full
the
of
prisons?
us.
Whites,
Full of us.
blacks, or browns?
Yeah.
So just because 10% of us are millionaires, can we not break down that penitentiary system a little bit? Can we get that number of blacks that's incarcerated knocked down? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where are the programs to help them get out of pen and get financially stable so that they can take care of themselves and sustain their families? Otherwise, when they come out, what do? They run right back to the streets.
Because, on that point, I don't really feel like there's really much rehabilitation done in there for you
I
to
agree with
have that kind of a reality when you get out. I really don't think so.
I agree. And you got to understand something. If you take a lion out of the jungle and you put him in a different jungle with bars, what do you think he's going to be? Now he's going to be a lion trying to get the freak out,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, even further. He's going to do whatever he can do in his habitat in order to get back to the freedoms to where he can run wild and be the same lion that he was while he was in, you know what I'm saying, behind bars. But if you take a lion out of the jungle and you place it behind bars, and then you feed him, and you treat him good,
Mm-hmm.
you pet him. When he gets out of that, and you put him back in the jungle, he's not going to be ferocious. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be
More
like,
docile.
okay, right,
Yeah.
more docile.
Mm-hmm.
But see, when you put blacks and browns in the penitentiary, and you allow them to have to fend for themselves, and you go in there and you add to it, you abuse them, and you segregate them, and you know what I'm saying, you divide them, and you do all this stuff to them. Yeah, when they come out, what do you think they're gonna do? They still have the same mentality. It's like, when I come out, I gotta go get it, because when I was in prison, someone was mistreating me. Or when I'm in prison, someone set up the same dynamics that I had when I was out of prison. So now I'm still selling drugs, I'm still pimping men and all this stuff. Is bad to say, but I'm doing it behind bars ran by a white man.
So you do feel like it's a systematic kind of oppression?
Very systematic oppression. You know what I'm saying? Very
Okay.
systematic. I don't feel like everyone gets the opportunity to go to the pen and change, and be able to change. I mean, look at it like this: you got different levels of the penitentiary as well. You from your regular jails, you know what I'm saying?
County jails, state jails,
penitentiary. Right. And, no one wants to go to the pen. You go to the pen, you get scared straight for some people. Some people go to the pen and they regulate. They come out and they the boss outside just like they were inside.
Right.
Like there's really, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different levels. You just gotta be lucky where you go.
Yeah, or it may break your spirit and you won't be the same level.
That's what I'm saying, right? It'll change you. You know what I'm saying? So many men that go off there and come out as little girls. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for real. Like it's bad.
That's interesting you said that though. In the first point you brought up about we're not getting our butts whooped no more, so we've kind of come to this place of complacency.
Yeah.
That's so true, because I'm not sure if it's just our culture, but it's like almost any level of progress is great progress to us.
Yeah.
We get, like you said, we get complacent.
Yeah, we can chill.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's a really a reality that I don't think we've faced yet, because any kind of come up, we ready to show. Like even if you're out here, any kind of come up as a kid, you get a little bread. Right? You want to show it in your rims.
Right.
You want to show it in your clothes. You want to show it in your stat. I think the status thing of it.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing substantial in that. So I think one way we stay divided. Well, for me, I say it's 60-40. I think it's 40% 40% we're together, 60% we're gonna be divided.
Okay. And I say 50%.
Yeah, that's why I say about a 4.
It's not bad.
I say about a 4 because there's really nothing in place. I mean, because if you look at back, 50 years ago, right after the era of, the what is it, not the Jim Crow era.
Yeah, Jim Crow, okay.
Yeah, you look at that, people were all about unity, bringing people together, and all that kind of stuff.
The oppression.
I don't really see that kind of stuff now.
You're
now
right.
all I see is social media taking over, and what's being propagated is the division.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're not this religion, if you don't agree with, everything the LGBTQ, side says, if you don't agree with, the woman being the leader of the household now financially, all that kind of stuff is a further division of us. And it's like, I mean, what do we have to look forward to bring us together?
Well, to be honest with you, I think that is going to be what we're going to look forward to. Sometimes when things go on a high, it takes separation like that to bring us down in order for us to realize, like, wow, I can't believe we let this happen.
Yeah.
And then boom, we're gonna go right back into, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We will overcome. You dig what I'm saying? Saying
That's
kumbaya. But see, that's the thing. They say, hey, Rome brought Rome down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
One of the stronger empires. So you got to look at it like this. It's one of those things that we as men always do to ourselves. What I like to tell people, I like people like this. I say, black people, we always talk about that crowd mentality. As I see it, but if you get a mob of black men, black women, and they want to make a change, and they add pressure, what winds up happening is if you go in there and you throw 20 of them, you know what I'm saying, or 10% of them, hey, I'm gonna throw you some money. Here you go. Here's some free education money. Here, everybody needs a car. Here's a car. Oh, here you go. Here's some housing. You know what I'm saying? We give you some housing money.
Yeah.
What winds up happening is now you got 10% of that walking away because I got something. You know what I'm saying? The cause isn't as important anymore to me because now I got something to show.
Yeah.
So now that mob starts to dwindle and dwindle. Okay, I'll throw you guys a car. Okay, they go off. I throw you some housing. You go off. I throw you a little bit of bread so you can go buy you some food. You go off. So now you got 2 or 3 people knocking at the door. And it's like, oh, we can handle y'all. We'll throw you in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true though,
because bully you
because
around.
even like you said, like that's kind of an interesting metaphor. Like you said, the car, the house.
Yeah.
And back in the day, it was like the housing.
Yes.
So you got your government assistance if the man was out of the house.
Yeah.
So we'll give you a little bit of whatever. You can take that,
And
but he can't be here.
We'll hush and we'll move around.
But he can't be here. You know what I'm saying? So that's a dividing factor.
Yeah.
Man, that's deep.
And the only reason why I'm saying that because that's what it sounds like when like I said when Lil Wayne made that statement. Like, there's no racism. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, what are you saying?
Yeah, a person
like,
that says that is really disillusioned.
Yeah, like you got bread. Like, but what about us? So it's like, yeah, you don't want to stand up and fight for our cause because you don't want to lose what you got.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. And I don't think, like you said, it goes back to the comfortability of what we have, what we've gained, even how small it is. It's still a gain to us, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even what you said about the crabs in the bucket thing, I remember Jay-Z said, you know, why are the crabs in the bucket anyway?
Right.
That's not the environment.
That's
not the, you know, so why are we even talking about crabs in the bucket? Because it's not a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's an interesting conversation, man. So, yeah.
I hold like our politicians, I hold our actors, I
was
hold
gonna
our
ask you about
artists
that.
accountable for all that too, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you got it, but what did you get it for? Like, we don't want you throwing us turkeys, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's his name?
Like Frank Lucas.
Like Frank Lucas, yeah, don't throw us no turkeys.
Yeah.
Throw us the opportunity you got. Like, you got billions of dollars, you got millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, but where's the opportunities that you're putting together for us, you know?
Right.
Because in reality, I do have respect for Tyler Perry. Now, everything he does ain't right, but when you're a gentleman who put opportunities together and you're allowing actors and actresses that are on their last leg to come in and get some opportunities, that's big. But then you got other individuals that are out here that could be young actors and actresses, you know what I'm saying? Reach out and grab them and pull them up too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's always someone who's needing something is what I'm saying.
Right.
And if you're comfortable enough to live, then why don't you just live? But a lot of us don't want to live comfortably. We want to live far and beyond. We want to live behind our gates, you know what I'm saying? We want to live quietly in peace while everybody else is dying and struggling. I don't want to live that way.
And it's interesting because I always like that, you know, in any situation in life, I always do the ask the why.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to live like that?
Right.
Is it just for aesthetics? Is it just for attention? Because one thing about us as black people, one thing we want is acceptance.
We do.
And that's acceptance from the European community.
That's it.
You know, it's acceptance for the groups. Everybody, we just want to be accepted. We want to be good enough because for so long we've been told that we're not. We've been shown that we're not. If you turn on the news right now, it's going to be propagated that we're not good enough. We're the criminals.
Yeah.
We're committing all the crimes.
Yeah.
We're the ones going to jail. And everything else is by happenstance.
Totally true.
Yeah, you know, so.
That's how I feel about it too.
So
Totally
even you brought up the politicians though.
Yeah.
So do you think
So there's black politicians out there, and the first thing they do, they rob and steal, you know, just like the white man.
So
but you don't talk about the white man who's robbing and stealing, but we're going to pinpoint, you got this black guy who's over this, he took from the school district. Well, where did he learn it from?
Yeah, that's true.
His mentor was you.
So during the Obama administration, do you feel like there were strides made for our, coming together, or was it a little more division? Because
to me, honestly, I think that it's a shaky, touchy situation.
Mm-hmm.
I told people, I didn't want a black president.
You didn't want one?
No.
Wow. What, I mean, I guess why.
I'm going to give you the why.
Yeah.
The reason why I did not want a black president is simply because of one fact, and that fact was the fact that they were going to put all the pressure on him.
Yeah.
They were going to say, they make sure, even to this day, right now, this fact, they make sure that they point out everything that he does wrong, everything that he did wrong, everything that he's doing wrong. They make it a point to say who he's not helping.
Yeah.
His target and his goal was to be the leader of the free world.
Yeah.
Not the leader of black people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
And I thought he did a good job. I think he led with integrity. Think about it. With all the things that he had up against him, they wasn't going to let a lot of things that he wanted to have done float.
Yeah.
And then he had an excellent first lady who stood out in the limelight, who applied herself in areas, who made her presence known. She did way better than these white first ladies. You dig what I'm saying? She did it in a positive manner. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, we had a black president and a black first lady who did everything with a level of integrity.
In class.
In class.
Yeah.
But you're mad and saying he didn't do nothing for the black people. He could only do so much.
Yeah.
I would love to see even myself in his seat, and let's see what we could do. You can't do nothing just for black people because it's a legislation. There's other individuals that once you say I want to do this for my people,
the Supreme Court right for this.
We're gonna vote against that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
be happy you got the chair.
Yeah. Nah, and I agree with you on that. I mean, I feel like there were 43 other. You can't correct 43 other mistakes. Not saying that everything was a mistake, but
right.
43 other terms before him.
Yeah.
Presidents before him, and it's like, all right, I got 8 years to change the world. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I don't feel like he, I wish he would have did more for our community. I will say that.
But I be wondering, what could he have done? Like anything that has to be done when it comes to the black community, most time is it's going to be voted off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I think a lot of people, we have to really look at the politics and how it goes and how it happens. Think about it. Look at our schools, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell people all the time, we play the lottery. And when you play the lottery is supposed to put money back into the school systems. Well, why are the school systems still broke?
Yeah. Well, some school systems, yeah. Some school systems. And we know the ones that's not. So, yeah.
And we do.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing because you would say that because one of the school systems my kids went to is horrible. But the additional school systems that are associated with that school system in the white communities, in the white areas, they got tracks and football fields and everything. All we got is a football field. Why do we get a track? When the black and brown kids are the ones that are actually running.
Or natatorial.
Or
tennis courts.
There you go. Why our grass look like trash, you know what I'm saying? But their grass is all together and turfed out, whatnot.
Yeah.
And this facility is the facility that put the finances in so that you could get the other facilities. Right. See, the thing is they come into the black community and they take all the money because they say, oh, well, these blacks and browns come from these families and households that are challenged, you know what I'm saying? They give them money for that.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and take that money and they flip it, they put it to the white communities and make them look so much better. And you ask, are we divided or are we standing together? We're very divided because at the end of the day, all we want is our kids to get an education. We don't take into consideration to say, hey, we're going to stop bringing our kids to this black school here and take them to your white schools down the street because if this school is the one that's putting getting all the money to fund that one, then let's take our kids who started in this school over to the schools with the resources because that's where they're going to better benefit.
Yeah, but you can't do that though, because that's a part of integration. That's a part of integration, and you know what happens when it's integrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. So I don't know, man. Well, so what is the answer? How do we become more?
We need some more Martin Luther King's and Malcolm X's.
You think so?
Yeah, I do, bro. But there's none. I don't see nobody out here marching. Ain't nobody finna take no ass whipping for the black community.
If there was a Martin Luther King and a Malcolm X right now, do you think they would be in the risk of losing their lives like they did?
Yes.
Or you think anybody that's a truth teller is in jeopardy of losing their life?
Anybody who is going to be a truth teller is in jeopardy of being dismissed.
Or really, they could just be silenced, like how they took Farrakhan off of social media because of his rants.
Yeah. Because the Nation of Islam is really strong. See, I would say this: if blacks had more of a structured situation like them, I think we would be in a position to where we could do better. I feel like we'd be in a position to where we could. And see, this is the thing, and it's funny that we're talking about this because I've always thought to myself, I'm like, what if we could control social media the way that it needed to be controlled? What if we were able to really have those families that we need, and we were able to get our youth on those social media networks, and be able to reprogram the people the right way. Because at the end of the day, social media is what runs everything. Okay, let's show them what a real nice looking black household is, what it looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because most people don't know what a real black household look like.
It's true. That's true. But okay, let me ask you this. So
hold on, even in the hood, there are some real good, wholesome black households. They're not all ratchet like these
you see on TV.
Housewives.
You see on TV. The bullshit you see on TV that's being propagated that's not us.
No, but you're smart. It's smart, and you're smart because you put that on TV and you fill our youth's mind, and then they feel like they can sit there and project those same responses to their moms and daddies. You get a lot of kids' ass whooped out here, but not just that. You're tearing up a lot of families. That's what they want to do.
But also, in some instances, that's the white man or whatever that's directing these things, that's the founder of these things. What about when you get the instance of like a Mona Scott?
Right.
Who does all the love and hip hop,
The
all
Uncle
that kind
Thomas.
just propagates all that bullshit.
Yeah, the Uncle Tom type. That's why I call them like, that's the thing where they should be like, shame on you.
They should.
You know what I'm saying? Shame on you, because you already know what you're doing, and what you're doing is you're pimping your own people out.
You are.
You know what I'm saying?
You are.
Like when we put this show together, we don't put this show together for bull crap.
We don't.
We're not here. It's not all fun and games with us. Now, in essence, we do enjoy what we do, and there are some funny moments.
Yeah, because we're having serious conversations about stuff that people are not talking about,
Exactly.
and we just keeping it real.
And we want our point of views to be reflected, so that you can be like, well, I think like that, or I don't think like that. I've never thought that way.
So, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
If we created a social media platform like just BlackNet,
Yeah.
BlackNet.
BlackNet.
All right, y'all, let's leave Facebook, let's leave Instagram, let's leave Twitter, all that kind of stuff, and everybody black get on BlackNet. Do you think we would support that?
I think
You
that
got to get off of Twitter, you got to get off Instagram, you got to get off Facebook.
I think we could get it supported. The only problem is, in order for that to occur, we would have to have some foolishness. Like I said, there's some fun segments in Black families. I think we would really have to display that though. Like we would have to get these
the right
chicks
way.
Yeah, the right way.
We ain't showing no fight compilations and no,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we
no
can't do
bullshit
that.
like that. Yeah.
But ignorance is always going to win out. But I think we had a BlackNet, and the thing is, it has to be ran the right way. You're going to have to make sure that the network is open so that everyone can be expressive.
Yeah.
See, social media is so bad these days because it's open. Everyone's expressive.
Yeah, that's true.
You got dogs and cats flipping and talking. You know what I'm saying? You see
that's
how
entertaining.
Right, that's
That's
entertainment for people. Then you got the little baby shows where baby do funny things, and that's entertaining. Then you got your blacks, and now you got the street fights. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff. That's the poison that keeps people going back.
It is.
So if we did BlackNet
and desensitizing our people.
There you go.
From real humanity.
Yeah.
And I asked that because even back in the slavery times, there were some people who wanted to escape slavery, but there were some slaves that was like, I'm not going nowhere.
But you got to understand the reason why, though. And I feel like that's the same thing that we're dealing with right now.
That's why. Yeah, why you say that?
What I tell you? Yeah, you got that mob that's coming to bang down the doors. But if I sit there and say, hey, there you go, some housing because you're on the streets. Now you got a place to live. Then, okay, well that's all I asked for. So I'm gonna leave. So now that mob gets smaller and smaller. It's the same thing in slave time. See, you got those individuals who's like, the hell with this, because I know I was not born for this. I know this is not right. But you got those other individuals that's like, man, I'm tired of getting my ass whooped, bro. I'm going to sit down and shut up. You got your sit down and shut up people. And you got your people that's like, man, it does not matter if I die today, I'm dying for them tomorrow. You did?
Yeah, and that's the part that I was wanting to bring up, because you said the Martin Luther King and the Malcolm X's. That's the mindset that it's going to take to bring us together.
It is.
It is. Because even when you
can always have comfortable people.
You always are.
You see what I'm saying? I feel like in the black community, we have more comfortable people if we just feed them a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's so interesting to me, because I'm like, how did we get this way? How did we get so comfortable? Man. And we still got we got more strides to make than any other culture.
Well, now our kids are able to learn. So, okay, we're good. As long as they're able to learn, they can be better than me. But what about you? See, I've always been the type of person that's like, you want your kids to be better, but you still have an opportunity to be better. If you show them the leg work, but nobody wants to work hard, I got my bins, I'm good. That's all you want is just a bins? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got my nice little house, I'm good.
It's guns and butter, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real. That shit that depreciates in value. But like the other cultures, I think are in the long run though. With the stocks and bonds, and generational wealth. Exactly. And, great granddad gave
the reason why?
this with me.
You know why?
They had a head start.
Because I want to know.
They had a head start.
But not just that. But I need to make sure that you niggas can control this. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We put this together because I need to make sure you on top.
That's true.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's true.
How do I make sure you're on top? Is because I want to sit here and I'm going to use the ladder to build the platform. Once I build that platform, you know what I do after that? Nigga, I burn the ladder.
That is true.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's true.
See, people don't understand. I'm going to use the ladder to get to the top, and I'm going to build a steady, sturdy platform for my people. What do I do after that? I burn the ladder. Why do I burn the ladder? So no one can follow me up.
Yeah, that's dope.
So the white men want to make sure that we are there, and they can't follow us up because there's no ladder. And you know something? They don't know how to build a ladder to get to us.
And it was funny is we built their ladder for them. We built their ladder.
To be honest with you, yes, we did.
built their ladder for them.
We did.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Off the back of the Jews, the blacks, the Asians, Mexicans, yeah.
Indians.
We built Indians. Indians off the back of the Indians. You know what I'm saying? We built the ladder and they burnt it afterwards.
Yeah.
And you know what we did? We forgot to get the blueprint.
Yeah, that's true.
We built it and forgot to get the blueprint.
So yeah, I just think, you know, when it comes to the division in our race, I pray that it gets better through generations. But we got to start somewhere.
We do.
So, you know, how do we start? We want to know what y'all think.
How do we start?
How do we start? How do we start the togetherness of our community? Man?
Hey, as I said, we got to wake up.
Gotta wake up.
Yeah, we gotta
wake up.
And we gotta start loving our neighbors, man. And we gotta start looking at the people that are not where we're at and try to see how we can help them get there. You know? So yeah.
And I think building, I mean, just like anything else, if you got a nice house to build in, the structure starts with the foundation. Yeah, it starts with the structure. You know what I'm saying? It starts with the foundation. So, you know, you build from the ground up, and I think you do that internally as well. Before I can get my kids anything, you know, I got to start within myself.
Right.
Build, you know, and evolve, and so I can give them something to, you know, food for thought. You know, so just to take it to the next level. So yeah, I mean, it's a natural thing. We need to kind of improve on that, but yeah.
Hey, look what you're doing for your kids. You're still working.
We're
building content. We're building finance. So it's like you're setting an example.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. But most of us aren't setting an example. We're pushing our kids. Hey, go out there and get something.
Yeah.
And they're like, but Daddy, what are you doing? I'm working this 9 to 5. Okay, well, I just want to work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You wonder why they want to be like you because you're not doing or showing them anything different.
Very true, man.
Yeah.
It's a deep conversation, man.
Very
That's
deep.
why we're here to have these kind of conversations, man. So we want to know what y'all think.
At the end of the day.
I know we're divided as a culture. What do we got to do to get with?
But we're not lost, y'all.
We're not lost.
We're not lost hope.
Yeah, the towel's not thrown in.
Right.
We just want to know, you know, how do we begin with the togetherness?
Yeah, that's how we build a stronger structure.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, eventually we got to do that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it starts with us, it starts with you, it starts with your neighbor, it starts with them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, all that. You know, we all have to hold each other as well as ourselves accountable in order to move forward.
Very true. And it takes discipline.
It
to
does.
do anything long term, it takes discipline. If you're gonna try to get in shape, which I need to, it's gonna take discipline, it's gonna take hard work, and you know, you're gonna have to just black out and do the shit.
It takes heart.
Yeah.
A lot of heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, I think we wrapping it up. We winding it down. That's it for this one.
Yeah.
You know, we will revisit this.
This is an
You know
important
what I'm saying?
conversation.
Very important.
Yeah.
You will see this content again in the J&J show.
Yeah.
So be ready.
Yeah. Let's do it,
season
man.
2.
Yeah.
It's about to go down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
Oh, man.
Hey, man, we wrapping it up. We're going to be up out of here, man. So, Hooters and Cedar Hill every Thursday, 7 o'clock. We up in here
Yes.
doing our thing. This is Jerry P.
And your boy John 20. Remember, like, share, comment. I'm telling you, season 2, we will be looking for those that are commenting on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Comment. Like, share, comment. Show up Thursday night, 7 o'clock, and shoot, you can be awarded with 30 wings for your table.
Man.
You know
Top
what I'm
Friend
saying?
Awards, man. That's
Right
what we're
on.
giving out here.
Top
man.
Friend
Top
Awards.
Friend Awards.
Let's do it. Adult play therapy.
Yes, sir.
We're going to feed you. Y'all come hang out and get fed on us.
Yes, sir.
Yo, so at the end of the day, like we say, tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Hey, we out.